Scrappy friends, and a big welcome to my YouTube channel today. It's Melinda Sweetman here with you, and I am sharing another scrapbook layout, another hybrid scrapbook layout for Tracy Reed Designs. Today is for Mix It Up Monday, and we are combining the beautiful new Renewal collection with an older collection, Time to Thrive. I wasn't really sure exactly, I didn't have Time to Thrive in my stash, so needless to say I do now. I didn't have it printed, which I really like when I don't have the things printed, because then I can go into Photoshop and basically create my base layers and stuff in Photoshop and then print out only the bits that I need instead of printing everything from the collection. So that's exactly what I've done here. I'd already printed a whole bunch of stuff from Renewal, but like I said, I didn't have Time to Thrive in my stash. So in Photoshop, I created my background. The very back paper, the dark blue that is around my whole border, is from the Renewal collection. I've used textured white cardstock on this, and then over the top of that I have layered, so the border is from the Renewal collection as well, but I've also used some embellishments from both kits, so the Time to Thrive and the Renewal kits, to build my background there. So the paint stripes and the doily shape, which is really faint, is from the Renewal collection, and then the 4 and the 7 and the puffy stars are from the Time to Thrive collection. I just basically, and that frame in the background as well. I just basically played with layers, moved things around, added things, took things away, made things more transparent and all that kind of stuff, added shadows, and I really liked how this was looking, so I called it done, printed that out. So my background is one flat layer, but it does look dimensional, which is really cool. And then after I created my background, like I said, I played with the 4x6 cards, laid those up behind my photo. So let me have a think. I think all three of those patterns are from the Time to Thrive collection, and that I printed those all at 4x6 and then trimmed them down. I did show you a little bit of that earlier. Like I said, one of the things that I really love about not having printed the entire collection is that I can go in and play and print out exactly what I need. With my background, I was able to go in and design the whole background without actually getting messy, which sometimes is really awesome because I don't have time to clean up. Then my craft room looks like a bomb hit it. I'm just showing you here. So these, the 4 and the 7 that I've got here, are from the Renewal collection, and they were already printed, but were they? Yes, they were already printed, but I also then cut some extra layers to go behind so that I could lay them up and have dimension without adding foam tape. I didn't want to add a lot of dimension, just a little bit. So I've done that, and what I was showing you there was when I used my spray adhesive, I didn't line it up correctly, so I just went in with some scissors and trimmed around the edge, and you'd never know. The glittery, so the silver glitter Hello and the blue glitter Ampersand, they are from the Renewal collection. And again, I've gone in to Photoshop and dumped all that in there, and then copied and pasted that over to the Silhouette Studio so that I could have my Silhouette do all the cutting for me, because I don't love doing that. One of the elements that I really I felt made the whole page pop was the pops of orange that I've got. So you can see I've got the orange behind my photo there. You can see I picked orange because my older son, his uniform is grey and orange, and I was like, orange and blue work really well together. They are complementary colours on the colour wheel. So you know what, I'm going to bring in a few pops of orange and get that to kind of be like almost my feature, and then I can pull in a few more of that same orange from the Time to Thrive collection to get these two collections to work beautifully together. So yeah, I've got those, they're puffy hearts, they're from the embellishments in the Time to Thrive collection as well. I've just again resized those and added them. You can see I've cut a whole bunch of them. I'm just playing with placement and that kind of thing right now. What else can I tell you about this layout? I have added some scrap cardboard behind my photo just to pop that up. I've got the 4, so the 4 and the 7, this was the first day of school last year, and one was going to year 4, one was going to year 7, so I was like, yep, that's going to be perfect, I'll go with that. And then because I've got that yellow on the background, which is from the renewal collection, I wanted to make sure I brought a little bit of that into the photo as well, so you can see it's sitting behind the photo on the paint strips. And then I've got the Remember This as well, that is that's on the bottom of the photo. And because my background is not busy enough, I've been busting to use these. I printed these on vellum sticker paper. You can see I'm having trouble with the sticker. I really wanted to use them. I really love them. So I was like, right, what can I do here? So I ended up deciding that I was going to use them like across underneath the bottom of my photo. It does add extra, but not extra like, to my eye, not, oh my God, that's way too much. Maybe to your eye it does. Let me know. Is there too much happening? I do like how that right hand side has got that whole vertical almost of like numbers and letters, and I personally really like that. But yeah, let me know. Would you have done the same thing? Maybe would you have not added them in, or maybe you would have added them in Photoshop and made them more transparent. Let me know what you think. So I've gone through, stuck everything down. I've added a couple of staples I've added a staple to the Remember This half circle there as well. And then I was like, I need a little bit of something else here, but I don't know what. So I ended up, when I printed my 4x6 papers, there was extra room on the A4 sheet, so rather than just waste it, I added in some labels. I use labels on everything. I love labels, so I always print extra if I can, and a couple of other little things, but I'm going to use the diagonal black and white stripe label and then the orange label as well, which brings that orange again from the top right to the bottom left. And then I've got the cascade of hearts going from the top left of the photo to the bottom right of the photo. I feel like that just balances it out a little bit more. I'm going to add a couple of little word strips to one to each. You can see in my right hand there, I've got one that's a white one, it's got blue writing. I'm going to switch that out for this one in my hand, but I'm basically trimming it off where the white outline border is, just to make it that bit skinnier. I'm going to add some foam tape, and then they're going to go on top of those labels. I'm adding my heart loves with foam tape. I'm really liking how this is looking. I'm really happy with it. I don't add much more, but like I said, I've got these vellum stickers. I really am loving them. Thought, right, I need to fill in a few like kind of weird gap areas. So I'm using the blue glitter stars. So the biggest one is going there, then one here underneath the title, and then one more up to the top of the title as well. And you know, again, I'm creating a visual triangle. You can see that it's got my title, my photo. You know, if you join those together like dot to dot, all the important stuff is in the middle. I wanted to add some enamel dots. I found these ones from Altenew, which are a pretty good match to that yellow. I really, really like that yellow, and I wanted to bring that around the page a bit more. I did think about the orange, but I felt like I had just enough. It was a feature as I had it, so I wanted to not overwhelm the page with the orange, so I thought I'd bring that yellow across. And then I decided that I needed to have trios, so I'm going to go, I added yellow enamel dots to where my hearts are going down the page, and like I said, I wanted to add trios, so I've gone in and grabbed some grey enamel dots also from Altenew, and you can see I'm just making little trios. So I've got a heart, a yellow enamel dot and a grey enamel dot, just differing up the sizes of the enamel dots that I'm using, and kind of mimicking the placement from top to bottom, but not exactly. Those little details I feel like really just bring the whole page together. I'm going to add my journaling next. I use a silver pen, and I add that along the bottom here. And I think it's basically saying it's your first year of another school year. You guys are both going to smash things out of the park. My little one, back to being at the school by yourself. My big one, you're off to high school. I know you've got this kind of thing. I decided to add in this blue label from the Time to Thrive collection with a date on it. I'm just going to stick up the top. I'm kind of glad that I added that one in where I did, because it kind of covers over that little spiky bit of that solo puffy star. And that is my layout. I've got a few close-ups coming up. This was super fun collections to mix together. So that's the Time to Thrive and the Renewal collection for Tracy Reed Designs. For Mix It Up Monday, make sure you head over to the blog. I'll link that below, and you can check out everyone's take on these two collections together. As always, I hope you've enjoyed my share today. If you have any questions, please make sure you drop them below. Thank you ever so much for stopping by and choosing to spend your scrappy time with me. Hope you've enjoyed. And I will see you in my next process video. Have a fantastic scrappy day, my friends.